Leafs Nation, bear with me. As you can see all around here, there'll be some painting done over the next month or so. So just bear with me with the view. But Leafs lose 4-1 to the Boston Bruins. And if you did not know, the TikTok link is down below. Or search up TO Sports on TikTok. In tonight's game, I was live on TikTok for all 3 periods. And yeah, it sucked. But I got to talk to some really great people. It was a lot of fun on there. So follow up the page down below. Or go to TO Sports on TikTok to follow up the page. And we can go live during games. Certain ones, obviously. But, hey, it is what it is. And the Leafs lose 4-1 to the Boston Bruins. And it's weird. I don't think the Leafs played a horrific game. But I think there was a lot of high danger chances for the Boston Bruins. And they didn't capitalize on more than they should have. And the Leafs, when they had opportunities, they didn't capitalize at all. Other than John Tavares' great shot, they couldn't capitalize on anything. And was it some luck? Sure it was. But also Jake DeBrusk missing that shorthanded goal, basically right through the, I think he hit the post or something like that, when the Leafs were on the power play. There's some luck there too. But in the first period, this is where it really flipped. Leafs got an early power play. They had nothing. Absolutely nothing go on it. And right after the penalty expires, Morgan Geekie, they must have tipped that in because I thought it was Pasternak's goal. So it must have been Morgan Geekie's goal at 9:43 the first period. And they were just an onslaught from the Boston Bruins. It was a 1-0 game. No, that was the pass from behind the net. Left wide open in front. It's not where you want to see. Or is that Zaka's goal? I think it might have been Zaka's goal to make it 2-0. But that was 3 minutes after. They get a power play and they bury it. A span of 3 minutes where the Leafs look like they have a power play, they have a chance to build on something, they have a horrible power play, they build off of their penalty kill, score a goal, Leafs take a penalty, they score a power play goal, and just like that, you're down 2-0 12 minutes into the game. And you were getting slaughtered in shots early on. Then late in the first period, the Leafs get some opportunities. They play a really good, probably after that Pavel Zacha goal, they play a pretty good period. But they just cannot bury one. Shots on goal are 13-10 Bruins in the first period. And we go to the second. And again, the Leafs have some opportunities. You have the Matthews one that it rolls along the goal line and it's going to go in. And the puck gets about 3/4 across the goal line. And it gets swiped away from Brandon Carlo, I believe. Now, I think you were down 3-0 at that point after DeBrusk's goal. A beautiful shot on the rush. But again, Timothy Liljegren's gap control. I don't really know what he was doing there. Kind of just swiping the stick and getting out of the way. That's really all it was from Timothy Liljegren defensively. I didn't think he had a good game whatsoever tonight. And that made it 3-0 Bruins 5 minutes in. Then the Matthews on this rolling along the goal line to make it a 3-1 game. It just doesn't go in. You ring a couple off the post too, and it's like, boy, can't buy one. Third period, 3:52 in. Tavares on the rush, gorgeous shot, beats Jeremy Swayman, and it's a 3-1 hockey game, right? Tavares from Riley and Ilya Lyubushkin is 19th of the year at 3:52. Lots of hockey to play. And then right after that goal, the Leafs have like 1 or 2 really good shifts, and they ring one off the post. You score there, it goes in the back of the net, it's a 3-2 game, all the momentum is shifted, and you keep the onslaught coming. But they're able to weather the storm right after the goal, and they're able to counterpunch, and Pavel Zacha gets lost backdoor from Timothy Liljegren, and he buries it. It's a painful one. Make it 4-1, curtains. Leafs lose 4-1 to the Boston Bruins. Shots on goal in the second period, you got outscored 1-0, you outshot them 13-7. Third period was 10-9 Leafs. You outshot them for the game 33-29. But you lost the game. That's why shots on goal are a meaningless stat. If you look at the high danger opportunities, I think they had quite a bit. Leafs were 0 for 4 in the power play. Bruins 1 for 2 in their power play. This is why when people say, who do you want to play in the first round? How about nobody? Is that an option? No one wants to see the Panthers. Me, as a heartbroken Leaf fan, I don't want to see the Bruins again. I know people say, well, you want to slay the demons. I'm like, we've said that for years. And you've never been able to do it. So, do you want to play the Bruins? And then people are like, well, follow them to the wild card spot and then face the Rangers. The Rangers are a wagon and trying to go to MSG for a Game 7 or a Game 1. I mean, it's tough. And they're a good team. Hell, they're damn good. So either way, you're going to get a really good hockey team if you're the Toronto Maple Leafs. Doesn't matter what way you look at it. You're going to get a great team. So, what do they need at the deadline? I mean, I'm not going to do any talking about that, really. Do they need another right shot? Yeah, because in my eyes, Timothy Liljegren's not a playoff defenseman. He just isn't. But who do you get? What do you pay? Because you might need somebody in the forward core as well. And Joe Woll tonight, I was kind of shocked he got the start. I truly thought it was going to be Samsonov tonight because he played really good against the Rangers and got the game belt. So I'm baffled they went back to Joe Woll today. And he wasn't all that great. He was swimming a little bit. 4 goals on 29 shots. He was hung out to dry quite often. But again, 4 goals on 29 shots, no matter what way you look at it, is not very good. All right, key players today, obviously John Tavares with a goal. Riley and Bush had assists. And who were the dashes? Brody and Liljegren, that pairing was rough tonight. Both of them were dash 2s in the game. Considering you allowed 4 goals and one was on the power play, they were on for 2 of the 3 other goals. So, not great there from them. Yeah, I mean, like I thought the Leafs didn't play a horrible game. They just had defensive lapses and their coverage wasn't great. And every time that was the case, the Bruins made them pay. That was really what happened tonight. All right, so next up for the Toronto Maple Leafs is on Wednesday as they host the Buffalo Sabres. You need to win that game. I'm not going to say anything more about that. You need to win that game. And then the second night of a back-to-back, you got to travel to TD Garden and take on the Bruins. So, going to be tough. But who plays that net? Does Joe Woll play 2 consecutive games and play against the Bruins? Against the Sabres? Because then you have Samsonov against the Bruins this time, or do you go Samsonov in game 1 against the Sabres, and then go back to Joe Woll again against the Bruins? We'll see. We'll see what Sheldon and the coaching staff have up their sleeve going into Wednesday's affair against the Buffalo Sabres. But Leafs Nation, it was a rough one tonight. Pretty rough finish because everything that it looked like the Leafs were going to score a goal, it goes off the post. You're like, man, can't buy one tonight. And hey, those games do happen. It's just unfortunate against the flipping Boston Bruins. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and not the result today, hit that like button. Do appreciate it. But if you're a Bruins fan, you loved it because you obviously did. Hit that like button anyways. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you're not done so already. And I'll talk to you guys Jay's Edition Sunday, recapping this past week's games. They won today. That's good, I guess. Raptors Edition tomorrow. I will be going live on TikTok for the Raptors game starting at 7:30 between the Raptors and the Pelicans. 7:30 tip-off there. All right, and as for the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're back in action on Wednesday as they host the Buffalo Sabres at Scotiabank Arena at 7 o'clock. I will not be going live during that game, but I will talk to you guys post-game, all right? So thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and not the result. We'll talk to you guys then.